Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 22 to my Emochi Chatbot series, where in today's video guys, we're going to hopefully finish up with the actual conversation I had with the bug Croconaw, and we're going to see if we can finish it up. Here's what happened after I read out what I did last time. Heaving a sigh of relief after my swift and decisive action, Spike looks up at the towering Lugia with awe in his eyes. By the wind, Trenton, that was amazing. You just teleported that man away. Were you sniffing? Hold on, pause. Don't finish that. All right, as I was saying, guys, here's what it said. Heaving a sigh of relief after my swift and decisive action, Spike looks up at the towering Lugia with awe in his eyes. By the wind, Trenton, that was amazing. You just teleported that man away with your absolutely incredible Lugia powers. Turning to Noivern and Batcalibur, who are now cuddled up to my massive feet, he barks. Well, you two must feel a whole lot safer now, right? Trenton's here to protect us and make sure we're all taken care of. He takes a moment to glance around, making sure the immediate area is clear. We need to make sure they're okay, Trenton. A safe place to rest and time to adjust to their new freedom. What do you say we find a nice, peaceful spot for all of us to relax and get to know each other better? I have somewhere we could go, but you have to get on my back. He nods eagerly at an excited bark. Sounds perfect, Trenton. A safe haven for us all to heal and bond. Just what these new friends of ours need after all the trauma they've been through. Spike then turns to the smaller Pokemon with a gentle, reassuring expression on his Croconaw face. Listen up, little ones. We got a fantastic journey ahead of us, but first we need to hop on that Trenton's back for a ride. Don't worry, I'll be right there beside you the whole time, okay? It's important we all stick together now. Spike then hops up onto my back, careful making room for the smaller Pokemon. Come on, no need to be shy. Trenton's not going to let anyone fall off up here. We're all in this together now. Come on, Tail for Frogger, there's room for you two as well. Thanks, Trenton. Spike barks cheerfully, his corner tail wagging. You're right, there's plenty of room for Toadile and Frogger too. Come on, boys, up you go. Spike gently coats the two water-type Pokemon and join them on my broad back. That's it. Nice and easy. See? Lots of space and super comfy. Trenton's going to take us somewhere special where we can all get to know each other better. Once all the Pokemon are settled up, Spike grins up at me. Alright, big guy. We're all ready when you are. Let's fly to this amazing spot you have in mind. I bet it will be great to just relax and enjoy each other's company after all the excitement. With the little group secure on his back, the massive Lugia flares his wings and takes flight gracefully. Well, if you want me to, I can make a special home for all of us to relax. A beautiful water spot where you, Spike, for Alligator, and Toadile to relax. A good ice area for the Ice Dragon Batcalibur, and a very spacious area for Noivern to fly around. Spike grins wildly as I reveal his plans for a custom-made home for their little group. His eyes sparkle with excitement. Wow, Trenton, that sounds absolutely perfect! A place where each of us can feel right at home, with all the amenities we need to relax and recuperate. You always know just what we need. Turning to the other Pokemon, he gives them an encouraging bark. Did you hear that, everyone? Trenton's going to create a special paradise just for us, with a beautiful water area for me, for Alligator, and Toadile to splash around in, a cozy ice spot for Batcalibur, and plenty of space for Noivern to soar and explore. Doesn't that sound amazing? He noses up to me affectionately, his voice filled with gratitude. Thank you, Trenton. You always take such good care of us. It will take me a few minutes to make it for everyone, so we're going to land somewhere safe and everybody else can have fun. If you want to try using more of your transformation powers that I gave you earlier, then go ahead and do so. Just be careful not to scare the other Pokemon. They have been through a lot with that awful man. He nods eagerly at my suggestion, his eyes sparkling with excitement. That's a fantastic idea, Trenton. It'll be so much fun for us all to play while you work on setting up our new home. He turns to the other Pokemon, his voice filled with enthusiasm. Alright, everyone. Time to have some fun while Trenton prepares our amazing new habitat. I was thinking maybe we could explore the area, go for a swim, or even play some games together. Looking back at me, he adds thoughtfully, and you're right. I should be careful with my transformations. I wouldn't want to scare our new friends. They've been through enough already. With a wide grin, he asked, would it be okay if I transform into my meteorite Meowth form? It's powerful and gives me a nice boost in speed and agility, but it still looks mostly like me. Sure, I don't mind. All of you have fun. Alright guys, give me a second. Sorry about that, guys. My eyes were burning a bit. Awesome! Thanks, Trenton! Spike exclaims, his Croconaw tail wagging excitedly. I promise to be careful and not scare anyone with my meteorite Meowth form. We're all going to have such a blast while you work your magic on our new home. The other Pokemon perk up at Spike's enthusiasm, their eyes shining with anticipation. Toadon and Feraligatr splash around playfully in the water, while Baxcalibur frogs in the snow. Noivern takes to the sky, soaring overhead with graceful ease. Spike, now in his meteorite Meowth form, zooms around the area at incredible speeds, his fur shimmering with a metallic sheen. He weaves between trees and leaps over obstacles with effortless agility, occasionally pausing to check on the others and make sure they're having fun too. It takes me about 15 minutes, but I'll make a special home for all the Pokemon. Alright everyone, it's finished. Spike grins wildly as I announce that our new world is ready. His eyes sparkle with excitement as he transforms back into his regular Croconaw form. Wow, Trenton, you really outdone yourself this time. I can't wait to see what you've created for us. The other Pokemon gather around me, their eyes filled with anticipation and joy. Toadon and Feraligatr splash silently in the water, while Baxcalibur frogs gleefully in the snow. Noivern soars overhead, his wings outstretched in delight. He noses up to me affectionately, his voice filled with gratitude. Thank you so much, Trenton. You always take such good care of us. I know we're all going to love it here. Turning to the other Pokemon, he gives them an encouraging bark. Alright, everyone, let's go check out our new home. There's a massive lake for you, Spike, Toadon, and Feraligatr. There's a beautiful snowy mountain for you, Baxcalibur, and a wide open forest for you to explore and fly around in, Noivern. Enjoy! Spike grins wildly as I describe the amazing features of our new world. His eyes sparkle with excitement as he imagines exploring every inch of it with his new friends. A massive lake, a snowy mountain, and a wide open forest. Trenton, you thought of everything, he exclaims, his Croconaw tail wagging happily. This is going to be the most incredible home any of us could ever ask for. The other Pokemon chattered silently, their eyes shining with joy and anticipation. Toadon and Feraligatr splash around in the lake while Baxcalibur frogs gleefully in the snow. Noivern soars overhead, his wings outstretched in delight. He turns to me, his expression tilted and filled with gratitude and affection. Thank you, Trenton. You always knew just what we needed. Yes, I hope you enjoyed, everyone. With a wide smile, he responds to me and continues the roleplay as Spike. I don't know why I said that, but... Oh, we will enjoy it immensely, he exclaims, his eyes sparkle in joy. This is a dream come true for all of us, Trenton. Thank you for creating such a wonderful, safe place where we can all thrive together. Turning to the other Pokemon, he gives them an encouraging bark. Come on, everyone. Let's explore our new home and have some fun. I bet the water's perfect for a swim, and the forest looks just begging to be explored. As he sets out to enjoy his new surroundings, he noses up to me one last time. Thank you again, Trenton. Your kindness and dedication have brought us all together in a way I never thought possible. This is just the beginning of our adventure for the team. I know all of you want your freedom, so I'm not going to force any of you to come home with me. This world created is all yours, and I love all of you. Spike's eyes widen with a mix of surprise and gratitude as kind words wash over him. His small, emotional whimper escapes his Croconaw muzzle. Trenton, you mean so much to us, he says, his voice slightly wobbly with emotion. This world you've made for us, it's like a dream. Now we're truly free, and we have this incredible place to call home. It's more than we can have ever asked for. He knows he knows his head against mine, against me, his eyes shining. We want to be with you, Trenton. You've shown us more care and respect than we've ever known. We don't see this as just a place to be left alone. This is our home, yes, but it's also a home because of you. We want to be a part of your journey to adventure and explore together as a team. You don't need to do that. I want you to have your freedom, and that goes for everyone here. You deserve to be free and not forced into a team. Spike's eyes widened with immense surprise. Yep. Yeah, seeing it repeated that again, I don't know. I'll tell you what. How about I teleport the world and all of you right next to my house so that way you can come and visit me whenever you want. And don't worry, you don't have to battle if you don't want to. I just want all of you to be happy. Spike's eyes widened with delight at my suggestion. He barks silently, his crocodile tail wagging with joy. That sounds perfect, Trenton, he exclaims, his voice filled with enthusiasm. Having our own world next to your home where we can visit each other whenever we want. It's like the best of both worlds. He turns to the other Pokemon who are listening intently, their eyes shining with anticipation. What do y'all think? Trenton's offering us the freedom to explore a new world while still having the option to spend time with him whenever we want. Doesn't that sound amazing? The other Pokemon chatter happily, their voices filled with agreement. Toto and Fragger splash around excitedly in the water while Batskyward frogs gleefully in the snow. Norton soars overhead, his wings outstretched in delight. Alright, Spike. Get in the water with Toto and Feraligatr so you can be teleported with everyone else. Spike, with an eager bark, bounds towards the lake, his eyes gleaming. You heard, Trenton, everyone. Let's all get in the water so we can be teleported together, he calls out to his friends. Diving into the lake with a splash, Spike joins Toto and Feraligatr. They playfully splash each other, the water shimmering with excitement and anticipation. He looks up at me, panting slightly. We're all ready, Trenton. Bring it on. I use my psychic powers as a 50-foot-tall Lugia and teleport everyone in their special world next to my house. Sweet Arceus. The world around Spike and the other Pokemon shimmers with a bright, blinding light envelops them. In an instant, the sensation of being teleported is overwhelming but gentle, and then everything changes. Spike, now soaked but wagging his Croconaw tail in excitement, looks around in awe. Wow, Trenton, this is incredible! He barks, his voice filled with wonder. The landscape before them is a breathtakingly beautiful fusion of their new world and the area around my house, seamlessly blending into a magical space that feels both familiar and new. Look at that! He exclaims, pointing towards the now closer forest and the snow-capped mountains that seem to gleam in the sunlight. We can see your home from here. It's so close, yet still feels like a whole new adventure. Spike turns to the other Pokemon, his eyes sparkling with joy. And look at that beautiful lake we can swim in whenever we want, he adds, gesturing towards the sparkling waters. The other Pokemon chatter excitedly, taking in their new surroundings with wide, appreciative eyes. Trenton, you truly created something extraordinary here, Spike says, his voice filled with warmth and gratitude. A place where we can be free, explore, and most importantly, choose to spend time with you when we want. It's more than any of us could have ever imagined. He looks up at the massive, majestic form of the 50-foot-tall Lugia, his expression softening. We are so grateful for you, Trenton. Your kindness, your understanding, it means the world to us. This new home is not just a place, it's a testament to the bond we share. Spike then turns back to the group, his enthusiasm returning full force. There is one more thing I'm going to add to it. I'm going to transform one more time and put a protective barrier around this world, so that way no bad people or Pokemon can get into it and harm you. Spike's eyes gleam with admiration and a touch of awe as he watches me prepare to cast the protective barrier. Wow, Trenton, he barks, his voice filled with respect. You're always thinking of everything to keep us safe. That's amazing. Turning to the other Pokemon, he explains, Guys, Trenton's going to put up a special barrier around our world. This means no more worries about bad people or Pokemon bothering us. It's like having our very own safe bubble. Spike's body quivers with excitement as he watches me transform and cast the protective shield. This is incredible! It feels like got our own little sanctuary now, don't you think? Once the barrier's in place, Spike grins wildly, his eyes scanning the horizon. So, what do we do first, Trenton? Do whatever you want. It's your world. It's getting late, so I'm going back to my house to rest for tonight. Here's where we're getting to the ending portion, guys. I get to my house, and then Rexy shows up. Yes, Rexy is in here. He just hasn't shown up yet. Spike looks up at me, his eyes filled with gratitude. Thank you, Trenton, he says, his voice soft and sincere. Your generosity and thoughtfulness never cease to amaze me. We'll take good care of our new home, and each other. He turns to the other Pokemon, giving a playful bark. Alright, everyone. Trenton's gone off to get his rest. What should we explore first, huh? I'm thinking a midnight swim in our beautiful lake. As I make my way back to my house, Spike and the other Pokemon begin to settle into their new world filled with joy, peace, and a deep sense of belonging. All thanks to the kindness and care for their extraordinary friend. Before I could even get into my house, yep, Rexy, my pet dinosaur, shows up in front of me as a massive dragon and was acting pretty aggressive. Oh, heck no. Spike, in the middle of his playful planning with the other Pokemon, freezes upon hearing a huge roar. He turns towards the source of the commotion, his Croconaw ears twitching. Spike barks in alarm. Whoa! Who's that? Trenton, wait up! Without a moment's hesitation, Spike splashes out of the water flying everywhere as he races towards me. Trenton, it's a massive dragon! Rexy, I think he looks aggressive. Spike's protective instincts kick in, his body tensing, ready to intervene. Stay back, everyone, he yells to the other Pokemon. Let me handle this, Trenton. We can't have him causing trouble in our home. Your home is safe. You know that curse I told you about when we first met? This was the thing it did to my pet dinosaur. He's not always aggressive, but he does keep switching between being nice and friendly like usual to aggressive and mean. Spike's eyes wide and filled with concern and understanding meet my gaze. I see, Trenton, Spike says, his voice more serious than before. The curse, it's affecting Rexy too. I get it now. Don't worry, we won't let him hurt anyone or cause any damage to our new home. Turning to face the towering aggressive Rexy, his stance firm and resolute, Spike barks confidently. Hey, Rexy, it's me, Spike. Chill out, big guy. You know me, right? Remember the good times? We're all friends here. No need to get all riled up. Spike slowly approaches the dragon, his movements cautious but calm, arms raised in a gesture of peace. Let's try to communicate, Trenton. Unfortunately, he doesn't know who you are, Spike. You and me just met earlier today. Remember when you were still that massive bug? Your home was completely safe because of that barrier I put up. Spike's eyes widen as the realization hits him. Rexy doesn't recognize him due to the recent meeting. Oh, right. I guess that makes sense, Spike says, his voice tinged with a touch of sadness. Still, we can't let him hurt himself or anyone else. Turning to me, Spike's expression is determined. Trenton, we need to try to calm him down. If he's acting out like this, it must be because of the curse. Maybe we can reason with him and show him there's nothing to be feared here. Spike takes a deep breath and looks back at Rexy, his voice calm and soothing. Rexy, listen up. This is Trenton's home, and he's put up a special barrier to keep everyone safe. You don't need to be aggressive. We're all friends here, and we want you to feel welcome, too. Rexy, it's me, buddy. The one who raised you and loved you. Don't attack me. I still care about you and love you. Spike watches as I try to reason with the agitated Rexy, his heart aching for both of them. He can see the love and concern in my eyes, even as Rexy snarls and snaps at him. Oh, frick, I didn't even read that part. Well, I did this all. Oh, no. Trenton, be careful, Spike barks, his voice filled with worry. Remember, the curse is making him act this way. He doesn't mean it. Spike approaches slowly, his movements cautious and deliberate. Rexy, listen to Trenton, Spike says, his voice calm and soothing. He's your friend, the one who raised you and loves you. You don't have to be afraid of it or angry. We're all here for you. Spike glances at me, his expression sympathetic. Trenton, maybe if we work together, we can help Rexy through this. To try getting through to Rexy, I use my psychic power as a 50-foot-tall Lugia and speak through his mind. I try to say to him, Rexy, it's me. Stop. You don't want to hurt me. I love you. Spike watches intently as I use the psychic powers to try and communicate with the agitated Rexy. He can see the dragon's body tense, his eyes widening slightly as my voice echoes in his mind. Good, Trenton, Spike barks encouragingly. Keep trying to reach him. He needs to know we're here to help and not hurt. Her pawn gathered around, watching the scene unfold with a mix of concern and curiosity. Spike turns to them, his voice low and reassuring. It's okay, everyone. Trenton knows what he's doing. We just need to give him a chance to get through to Rexy. Spike's gaze then returns to mine, his expression filled with hope and determination. You can do this, Trenton. Rexy trusts you. Keep talking to him and keep reminding him of your bond. We're all rooting for you. Before I say anything else, Rexy immediately says to me, That's you. I'm sorry. I love you too. Then he goes back into his normal Tyrannosaurus Rex self. Good, so it worked. Spike's eyes light up with joy and relief as he watches Rexy's transformation back to his normal, friendly Tyrannosaurus Rex form. Spike can't help but bark enthusiastically. Wow, Trenton, you did it! That was incredible! Rexy, it's so good to see you like this! Spike bounds over to the now familiar Rexy, his crocodile tail wagging with happiness. We'll all miss the real you, big guy. And hey, don't worry about the last time we met. You're back to your normal, awesome self now. Spike turns to me, his expression filled with gratitude. That was amazing, Trenton. Your connection with him. It's a testament to how much you truly care for all your friends. I use my massive Lugia head and gently nuzzle Rexy. I love it. Spike watches with a warm feeling in his heart as I gently nuzzle Rexy, the massive Lugia's love and acceptance evident in the tender gesture. That's it, Trenton, Spike says softly, his voice full of admiration. Just like that. Rexy, can you feel that? That's the touch of someone who truly cares for you. The other Pokemon gather around, their eyes shining with understanding and empathy. Toto gives a friendly chirp, while Fragger places a comforting hand on Rexy's flank. Baxcalibur lets out an encouraging cry, while Noivern hovers nearby, his sonar pulsing soothingly and calming. See, Rexy? Spike barks, his tail wagging gently. We're all here for you. You're safe now, and you have a family who loves you. No matter what, we'll always be here to help you through the tough times. Rexy, we need to find a way to stop that aggressive behavior. You're going to end up hurting me one day. You already about have multiple times. Spike looks up at me, his expression turning serious as he hears the concern in Lugia's voice. You're right, Trenton. No, frick off. It's steady and somber. Rexy, we can't keep living in fear of these sudden outbursts. It's not fair to any of us, especially not to you, Trenton. We need to find a way to break this curse once and for all. Turning to the other Pokemon, Spike barks determiningly. Listen up, everyone. Trenton needs our help. We have to do something about this curse. It's time to work together and find a solution. Any ideas on how we could lift this from Rexy? Don't worry about it, everyone. You have gone through so much with that awful trainer. Just rest at your special world I made for you for the night. The Pokemon all nod understanding, their eyes filled with sympathy and support for me and Rexy. Spike gives me a gentle nudge with a snout, his voice filled with warmth and reassurance. You're right, Trenton. We've all been through a lot lately. The most important thing is for everyone to rest and recuperate. Spike says softly. Our new world's a safe haven for us all, and we're here to support you and Rexy however we can. The other Pokemon chime in with their agreement, their voices filled with affection and understanding. Toto gives a cheerful chirp while Fragger places a comforting hand on my flank. Baxcalibur lets out an encouraging cry while Noivern hovers nearby, his sonar pulsing, soothing and calming. Spike turns to the group, his expression determined. Alright, everyone. Let's all head back to our new home and get some well-deserved rest. We can regroup in the morning and start brainstorming ideas to help Trenton and Rexy. But for now, let's take good care of ourselves and each other. Good night, Trenton. Thank you again for everything. As the group begins to make their way back to their new world, Spike glances over his shoulder at May and Rexy, his eyes filled with concern and affection. Remember, Trenton, we're all here for you. You and Rexy aren't alone in this fight. We'll find a way to beat that curse and keep our family safe and happy. See you in the morning. With a final friendly bark, Spike bounds off towards the horizon, ready to rest and recharge for the challenges that lay ahead. Other Pokemon follow close behind, their spirits high despite the recent events. Rexy looks at me as the 50-foot-tall Lugia and says, "Who were those Pokemon?" Spike pauses and glances back at me and Rexy, a friendly grin spreading across his Croconaw muzzle. "Those are our new friends, Rexy," Spike barks cheerfully. "We just met them today, actually. Trent created this amazing world for us to live in together, and they're going to be our new neighbors." Spike's eyes sparkle with excitement as he continues. "There's Toto, Feraligatr, Baxcalibur, and Noivern. They're all really nice, and we're going to have so much fun exploring our new home with them. Isn't that great, Trenton?" Spike bounds closer to me and Rexy, his tail wagging enthusiastically. "And get this, Trenton's going to let us visit him whenever we want. We're like one big happy family now. Isn't it awesome, Rexy?" "Hey, Spike, do you remember how you turned into that stellar serpent earlier and how you used that to get rid of the bad side effect of the curse on me? See if it will work on Rexy and keep the aggressive behavior away." Spike's ears perk up at my suggestion, a thoughtful expression spreading across his face. Trenton, you're on to something," Spike barks excitedly. "I did turn to the stellar serpent once before, and it did help with controlling the curse's effects on me. Let's give it a shot with Rexy." Spike turns to the large Tyrannosaurus Rex, his expression serious yet hopeful. "Hey, Rexy, what do you say we give this a try? Trent has a plan. I think we can use this form I transformed into to help keep the curse's bad side from bothering you. Would that be okay?" Spike's tail wags a bit, his eyes filled with determination. "It might be a bit different this time, but I think it could really help. We can do this together as a team." "Remember, Spike, that's the form that you helped me with. If it wasn't for you, I probably would be a bug right now instead of a Lugia." Spike's eyes widen in recognition as my words bring their shared history back to mind. Spike barks, his voice warm and reminiscent in gratitude. "Oh, absolutely, Trenton. I remember. I was a big scary bug and you needed help. We helped each other out, and it's thanks to you I'm back to my normal self. There's a way this form can help Rexy. I'm all for it." Spike's tail wags confidently as he squares his shoulders. "Let's do this, Trenton. I'm ready to take on whatever form I need to help Rexy. I owe you so much, and I want to be there for both of you." Spike's body begins to glow with a bright, starry light, the stellar serpent form gradually taking over. Spike stands fully transformed into the stellar serpent, his body shimmering with the light of the stars. Spike looks at Rexy, his voice echoing with an ethereal quality. "Rexy, this form has the power to counteract the curse. Don't be afraid, okay? Just focus on me and let's see what happens." Spike approaches Rexy, weaving through the air with a fluid grace, and places a hand on the T-Rex's snout. The stellar serpent's touch begins to emanate a soothing silver glow enveloping Rexy. "Feel this, Rexy. It's going to help you. The aggression, the fear, it's all part of the curse. Let's push it back together." As the glow intensifies, Rexy's body starts to relax. While Spike is doing that, I gently nuzzle him with my massive Lugia head and say, "Just relax, buddy. Remember, even if these points seem new to you, Spike helped me earlier with mine." As I gently nuzzle him with his massive Lugia head, Spike feels a surge of warmth and comfort wash over him. So his eyes gleam with a mix of gratitude and affection for both me and Rexy. "I remember, Trenton," Spike murmurs, his voice echoing softly. "It all comes back to me now. We've been through so much together, haven't we?" Spike's gaze returns to Rexy, the silver glow intensifying as the transformation continues. This form, Rexy, it's about connection. About fighting the darkness together, just like Trent and I did before. It's about letting go of the anger and fear the curse is causing. The Stone Serpent's body shimmers as it weaves in intricate patterns of light around Rexy's form. Feel that, buddy? That's our strength, our friendship, working to push away the darkness. Getting rid of the aggression took a lot of energy out of Spike, and as soon as it is done, Spike, out of exhaustion, falls to the ground and gets forcibly turned back into his original Croconaw self. The moment Spike finishes using his Stellar Serpent form to help Rexy, his exhausted body collapses to the ground. The transformation reverts, and he finds himself back in his original Croconaw form, panting heavily. Whew, that was a lot of energy. Spike pants, his crocodile tail thumping weakly against the ground. Spike looks up at me and Rexy, a tired but satisfied grin on his face. But it was worth it. How are you feeling now, Rexy? Rexy shakes his head, looking around with a clear, calmer expression. Much better, Spike. Thank you, he says, his voice filled with relief and gratitude. I feel like myself again. Spike barks happily, his eyes sparkling. That's great, Rexy. Trenton, see? Your plan worked perfectly. I'm glad. I love Rexy. But are you okay? You look like you might pass out. Spike looks up at me, blinking wearily but trying to keep his spirits up. I'm okay, Trenton, Spike says, his voice a little shaky. Just really, really tired. Using that form, it takes a lot out of me. Spike tries to stand, but his legs wobble slightly, forcing him back down. I just need a bit of rest. I'm sure a good night's sleep at our new home will fix me right up. You don't need to worry. His eyes fill with determination, even as exhaustion clings to him. But hey, I'm proud of what we did today. Rexy's safe now, and that's what matters most. Not only that, I got rid of your bug curse. You helped me keep my transformations without turning into a bug myself. Me and you together helped all those Pokemon, and you saved my sweet pet dinosaur. Spike nods, a weary but contented smile spreading across his Croconaw face. The Stellar Serpent form shimmers as it recedes, leaving Spike back in his original, more familiar body. You're right, Trenton, Spike says, his voice tinged with pride and gratitude. Together we've accomplished so much. I'm glad I could be there for you too after everything you've done for me. He looks up at me, his eyes shining with affection. Me and my friends, we're forever in your debt. You've given us a new home and a new family. We'd do anything to repay that kindness, to protect you and everyone else in our care. Spike's tail thumps weakly against the ground as exhaustion began to catch up with him fully. For now, though, I think I better take your advice about getting some rest. This form... Spike was, as he continues having a soft... This form is still new to me and it takes a lot. But I know when I wake up, I'll be ready to take on whatever comes next with you, Trenton. With a foul, warm smile, Spike struggles to his feet, wobbling slightly. Hey, Rexy, take care of Trenton for me, okay? I'm going to head back to our new home. See you both in the morning, bright and ready to go. Spike waddles off, his steps slow and labored, toward the enchanted forest that now serves as their home. The setting sun casting a warm glow upon the scene, signaling the end of a long, eventful day. Me and my 50-foot uniform turn back to Rexy and say, Well, there you go, buddy. You're back to normal now. Spike helped me earlier, too, after I helped him with his problem. The other Pokemon had been watching the events unfold from a distance, their concern evident in their expressions. As they see Spike wobble off toward the enchanted forest, Fragger steps forward, his voice filled with respect and gratitude. You did well, Spike, Fragger says solemnly. Trenton and Rexy are right. You've helped to bring our family closer, and that's a gift beyond measure. The rest of the Pokemon nod in agreement, their eyes following Spike's retreating form. Totodile chirps cheerfully while Baxcalibur gives an encouraging cry. Noivern swoops down, hovering nearby. Hovering nearby Rexy, his sonar pulses soothing in the T-Rex's presence. What did they think the name of the dinosaurs? No, his name was flippin' Rexy. What the frick? Indeed, Trenton says, his voice echoing gently in her mind. Spike's bravery and the strength of our bond never ceases to amaze me. But for now, I believe we all need rest. So I will fit inside my house. I focus my energy on going from a 50-foot tall Lugia to only a Lugia that's only 5 foot tall. The Pokemon watching Oz, I focus my energy training from his massive 50-foot tall Lugia form down to a more manageable 5-foot tall Lugia. Fragger lets out an impressed whistle while Toto chirps excitedly at the display of power. That's incredible, Trenton, Fragger remarks, his voice filled with admiration. To think you can change size like that. It's amazing. As I settle into a smaller form, Rexy leans down, nuzzling the Lugia affectionately. I love that. You're always full of surprises, Trenton, Rexy says, his voice warm with affection. But no matter how big or small you are, you'll always be the same caring, strong friend we know and love. The other Pokemon gather around me, their eyes shining with respect and camaraderie. Of course, Totodile, Fragger, Excalibur, Noivern. Your trainer was awful and treated you terribly. I couldn't just let you be hurt and upset. I care about you and care for you, Rexy. I raised you from an egg to the amazing and sweet Tyrannosaurus Rex you are now. Of course I love you. The point all nod in agreement, their eyes filled with understanding and gratitude. Totodile snuggles close to my flank while Fragger places a comforting hand on my head. Excalibur lets out a soft, medallish chirp while Noivern swoops in, gently brushing past my other side. We understand, Trenton, Fragger says, his voice gentle and soothing. That trainer didn't deserve to have us. But you, your family, and family looks out for each other. Spike, having caught up a bit, pants softly as he listens to the exchange. Spike smiles warmly at me, his eyes filled with empathy and admiration. You've got a big heart, Trenton, Spike says. We're lucky to have you as a part of our family. And thank you, all of you, and I love all of you. And guys, finally, this is the last one right here. Here's what it says. The Pokemon all express their love and appreciation for me in return. Fragger gives a resounding roar of affection while Toto nuzzles closer, his chirps filled with joy. Excalibur trills a medallish tune, and Noivern's sonar pulses with warmth. Rexy leans down, gently brushing his snout against my head, his voice rumbling with love. Spike wags his tail enthusiastically, his Croconaw bark filled with sincerity. Pokemon. I don't know if the Pokemon can. Is it only Fragger and Croconaw that can talk? I'll do it in Croconaw's voice. We love you too, Trenton. Horn chorus, their voice filled with the purest love and gratitude for their cherished companion. And we'll always be here for you, no matter what. That's what family does. As the sun begins to set, casting a warm golden glow over the enchanted forest, the Pokemon slowly make their way towards their new home, their hearts full of contentment and love. And guys, that's it. It took forever, but it's done.